YouTube, what's up? And it's been a long journey. Like I posted in the video before this one, 17 hours one way, Oklahoma to North Carolina. Wasn't a bad drive. What's today? Today actually 4th of July. It's 7 in the morning. I'm just getting back in town. I'm about to go to the car wash again, but this time I'm gonna put some soap and wash the car because I can still see all the dirt and stuff on it. I'm not trying to get it perfect right now, but I want to try to bring out any shine that might be on it.
Yeah, I'm so fresh like the morning, mouth wide open like they yawning. Every time they see me, they in G-Shock. Homie, this is too far. Homie, I feel too alive. You can see me like Illuminati. You can see me like Illuminati. But I'm shining so bright, so bright. Don't come and try to share some of this light, no. Give me a beat and I control it like a maestro. Ladies on a mission, they be trying to get me wiped up. Shawty, wait a minute, can't tell if I like ya. Gotta make sure you know how to shake it like a bartender. Team with me and they all winners. And you know we ballin' all winter, all summer. Jewelry around my neck is lightning, but I'm all thunder. Keep coming with it. Keep coming with it. Keep coming with it. Place your bets on us. Get your money and flip it, yeah. Keep coming with it. Keep coming with it. Keep coming with it. Place your bets on us. Get your money and flip it. Bring a friend and come along.
Just get some of that old dirt and stuff like that, spider webs off of it. But yeah, man, drive there fine, no issues. Drive back, I knew something was up with the U-Haul trailer because it had a vibration. You know, once you do the speed limit that, you know, the U-Haul trailer says, it was just like not a wobble, but it was just a vibration. I mean, the whole truck, you just doing like this. And then once you get over a certain speed, it would kind of, you know, mellow out. But once I hit Memphis, I got into to go around somebody, and that sucker just I was able to, you know, come to a safe stop on the side of the road. What I had to do was, you know, U-Haul does not give you a spare with these transport trailers. What I had to do was use the jack that came with my truck to jack up my Regal that's on the trailer, jack that up, take a tire off my Regal, use my spare tire that's on my truck to lay under the frame to keep the Regal in the air so that I could take the tire off. I had to remove the jack so I can jack up the trailer to take the tire out that messed up, you know, that blew out. Jack up the trailer, take that tire off, take the Regal tire, put it on the trailer, and then put the blew out tire back on the Regal. Never a dull moment. Damn U-Haul tire exploded on the highway. Had to take one off the Regal to put on as a spare. I'll put a claim in with U-Haul in a minute just to, you know, get off the road. So I'm gonna insert pictures and videos of whatnot. But during that time I was able to contact U-Haul via the, you know, the receipt, the 800 U-Haul or whatever it is. So it was actually a pretty fast repair. I didn't know they were gonna be able to help me at that time of morning and that fast. I mean, within 1 hour. And it probably could have been done sooner, but I was in the middle of, you know, swapping tires, trying to figure out how I'm gonna make this work to get off the highway, because the people were not slowing down, man. They were, you know, zooming past. So got off the highway, was able to, you know, pull over successfully and safely, and you know, get a hold of the U-Haul repair team, and they were able to come out and swap me out, put a brand new tire on the trailer. Got a hold of the 800 number and got me back right, put the tire back on, and brought me a brand new tire. You see, you got all the nipples and stuff on it, so I ended up putting a brand new tire on there, and it made a world of difference, because before that one blew out, it had a I could feel like a vibration, and I knew, I was like, one of these tires must not be it must not be balanced or something, because it was just like a crazy wobble noise, you know. It was like just a vibration. So I was like, yep, that's what it was. That tire was just ready to blow, and it was no vibrations, nothing ever since then. So I knew something was wrong. I was like, maybe they didn't balance the tire or something. I didn't know which tire was bad at that time, but I knew something was bad. So, but yeah, just made it back in town, about to hit the car wash. I won't cut you guys out of that. I'll try to put my phone on the tailgate or on the bed or something, the bed cover. That way you guys can actually see me, you know, put some soap and stuff on the bike. Not the bike, I'm talking about my motorcycle. I'm talking about the car. Put some soap on the I'm about to say it again. It's early, man. It's been a long night. You know what I'm trying to say. So I'll cut y'all back on when I hit the car wash, and then we'll go from there. All right, here's a look at the Regal. Of course, you know, this is not right. I put that on it so I won't get any water in the air intake. So I just threw that on there. Yeah, I just threw that on there just to keep it from getting wet. So all right, yeah, I just put that on there to keep it from getting water down in the carburetor. All right, so yeah, 307. That's what this motor is, Oldsmobile 307, 5 liter. It does run. It did drive up the trailer. It's been sitting, so the fuel pump is, I mean, I don't know if the fuel pump works or not, because I put fuel straight down the jets, you know, the choke. So I know the fuel tank is full of like rot. I'm sure those lines need to be cleaned out, and I'm sure that fuel pump has probably got that stuff in it too. But I did just pour gas down the carb. It started up, it ran for however long that fuel lasted. So I'm sure if I replaced the tank to have this motor to run and drive, I'm sure it would. There was a little issue putting it in reverse. I just don't know about transmission fluid level. It could be low, but it didn't want to go in reverse. I'm not gonna worry about that right now. It did drive though. It did go into first gear to drive up the trailer. But just got it pressure washed, cleaned out some of the, you know, gunk that I could see. It's actually pretty clean in here, so not bad. Like all Regals in this condition, I guess original form, you'll need the fillers front and back. Body's pretty straight. I did see a dent up top. You should be able to see it right there. It's not a through hole, so that can be body worked, you know, brought out and fixed. So I'm not worried about that. This door, it's gonna need some work. When I look in here, I can see the latch moving, but it's not hooking into the latch to unlock the door jamb. So that one, I'll probably have to take the door panel off with it in the car. So I'm not really stressed about it. The other door does open. The interior, I'm gonna have to definitely pull everything out of here, because you can see like the weather stripping. You can see it hanging. So all the water over however long it's been sitting outside, it's just been getting inside there. So the inside is fairly clean. It just has like a damp smell to it. You know, I don't see any, you know, like mildew, like pores just piled up, but you can see it's definitely weathered inside. So, you know, all that stuff they sell new. so I'm not stressed about it. But all the glass is there. There's no broken glass. It's just gonna need some good scrubbing. You can see like the dew still on there. So surface rust, which I'm not really. I mean, everything is still solid, man. Bottom of the doors, everything pretty solid. Like I said, bumper fillers, need them in the back. This is one spot I seen, but it's just surface rust. It's all solid. It's nothing through hole. So pretty good, man. Let me show you the body lines. Like I said, pretty straight. You're just gonna need some loving, but it's in the right hands. So on this side too, you can see the weather stripping. It's almost like someone was either trying to break in or something, but that weather stripping is chewed up. So gonna have to get all new weather stripping. It's just dried up, dry rot. New weather stripping, but all that'll come later. New door jambs. It looks like someone was trying to steal it, but all that stuff can be purchased. So not really, like I said, stressed about that. But the main part, everything looks pretty damn clean in here, man, especially after that pressure washing. Everything looks pretty good. So this is how I like to find cars, man. As original condition as I can find it. I don't mind, wear and tear from being 40 years old, but if I can find it in like the most original shape, that's what I prefer, because I like to have a clean starting point. You know what I'm saying? If you guys didn't know, I'm gonna drop a bombshell. I have a L92. It's a 6.2 out of a 2007 Escalade. I have a 6L80 6-speed auto trans that I was gonna mate both of those together and put in here. It won't be no time soon, but I do already have the motor and transmission. They're gonna need some work. I'm gonna rebuild them. So, but that is my plan for this, unless plans change. But I don't plan on selling this right now. I don't plan on doing anything major right now. I already got a new gas tank for Grand National because, of course, I was going to go fuel injected. So I do not plan to run and drive this carbureted engine, because I knew it was going to need a gas tank. It's going to need the lines cleaned out or new lines. So I was like, I'm not even going to waste too much time messing with this engine. I know it runs because I got video of it driving up the trailer. So but yeah, it would probably be a winter project. In the meantime, it's just gonna sit, save some more money, figure out exactly what I want to do, how I want to do it, purchase parts for it, get this door opened up, replace door jambs, body work. I mean, this is like, it's an original car, but it's almost like a partial. Look at that big ass spider right there. That's why I want it to look like a brown recluse. But that's why I wanted to definitely put some work into it. And I think that is what that is. What do you guys think? Let me zoom in. I'm not gonna get too close. Is that what that is, a brown recluse? Hold on, let me ask Google.